Aloha, fellow humans. What's going on? And thank you for joining me in the second decade of the new millennium. Okay, never forget it. It is your girl, Cassandra, from the Elevated Life Experience.com, and I am y'all transitional guide. Okay, I am no medical professional, guys. I just consider myself a life experimentalist, and I am here to share the things with you that I have learned along on my journey. Okay, guys. So now, if you don't know, I normally do make my videos by around the crack of dawn, but today your girl is exhausted because of this energy that we have going on. So, without further ado, let's just dive into that. So, guys, a lot of the energies we have now, of course, everything is going to impact people differently. But if you are feeling exhausted, confused, conflicted, feeling doubt, scattered, this is all normal. This energy that we have going on is so, it's a lot. So, as I always say, guys, we are in the second decade of the new millennium, okay? And not even just in this, and the new millennium, mind you, is the second millennium, 2023, okay? So, we are also in the three of the second decade, right? So that means we are dealing with our duality, right? It's a lot of duality within ourselves, right? The past, the future, the good, the bad, the masculine, the feminine, all of these different aspects that we have going on within ourselves. The high, oh my goodness, the higher self and the human self, right? The divine self and the human self. For me personally, that is like a huge thing of learning how to harmonize the two, right? And then not only with that, but then we also have it outwardly where, because again, two is just going to be self and other, right? So not only do we have the harmony and the duality, but it's also self and other. So with this, it's going to be us again, and every single relationship that we have, and that's not even just with us and other individuals, but also us with these systems that we have in our lives as well. Guys. Right. So now with the three, we are bringing all of this that we've been starting to formulate. We're now bringing all of these connections and all of these energies into the physical. Okay. So now reaching a new pinnacle, and we're hitting springtime. So springtime is birth season, right? So being reborn. So we're coming from winter to be reborn. Okay. So literally in this process of death energy. So the interesting part is we're taking old mindsets. We're literally having to do fights with past versions of ourselves. Not even fights. It's the past versions of ourselves have come back up. They have resurfaced because they are not healed. There are things that are going on within these beings, within these versions of ourselves, because they still live within us. Okay. And until we heal these certain things, it's going to continue to make reactions and dictate the actions that we do take in our lives subconsciously. Okay. So now we are at a point where subconsciously and consciously we're like ready to move on past this, but we can't move past it until we face it. We have to acknowledge the stuff that had gone on, okay? We have to acknowledge our past selves, and we have to now harmonize the two of them. We have to understand where this one came from, why this came from this, and that is okay. And then how not to eradicate this one, not to eradicate the past self, but to now, how do we harmonize the two together? Okay, so that we can stand on a strong foundation where all parts of us are honored. Okay, even if it is even just us saying it's okay that what we did then, what our mindset was then, it was what it was then. Can't go back and change it. And sometimes it's even just that and saying, okay, um, So really, there's a lot stepping into that. Um, and and like me personally, it's hitting on multiple different fronts, lots of different mindsets that are coming to um, make a shift, because again, when we're making these transformations, everything, but like I said, is huge transformational energy right now, like huge transformational energy going on, where we are literally becoming new beings. We are ready for a new chapter as society. So, with becoming new beings, there comes big energy for changing, right? What is it that we want? What are we allowing to take in? What are our dreams? Who do we need to be these people, to live this life that we so desire? And what is in our way? Okay. And how do we play ourselves in the role of being in society? So sometimes it, like it might take us taking a step away. Like me personally, guys, I might go on hermit mode. I'm not even gonna front. Um, but rest, drink water. Like personally, I didn't even get to exercise. I did a 20 minute 20-minute workout today, which wasn't really, and then I walked for like 2 hours. You know what I mean? So it was nothing serious, right? But like we're doing what listen to your body, okay? Because even though it might be confusing as to why am I tired, if you are tired, just because your body isn't doing certain things doesn't mean that everything else isn't doing certain things, okay? We have our mind, body, soul, and spirits. So just because the body's not working doesn't mean that everything else isn't going haywire, right? So be patient with ourselves. That's a huge thing, to be patient and to understand. And honestly, in times like this, when we're really healing like this, it's normal to feel emotional. It's normal to feel drained. It's normal to feel um, just outside of yourself, confused, conflicted. All of these things are normal. And honestly, it's signs when you are feeling it that deeply. That means you're hitting the cord and you're ready to pull it out by the roots. Okay. So just again, be patient with yourself. So guys, I'm gonna leave this here, but I figured that I did want to share what was going on with this energy, because I know that clearly, guys, it's got me so wiped out. And I know I'm not the only one, and I didn't, and for anybody else who's out here feeling like that, I want y'all to know that you're not alone, okay? But as with everything, especially with this, it is breaking down for us to be able to love on a completely different level. And it's beautiful. It sucks right now. it's it sucks, okay? Um, but it's beautiful. And honestly, again, like I honestly wanted to share this with me being like on my like down game, just so y'all can see Cass is human too. I go through my transitions as well, and I allow myself to fully feel what I've got going on, okay? So, as always, guys, I am sending you my absolute unconditional love, Yahweh, and I hope that whatever moment it is that you are having at this exact point in time, that you feel peace. That you are being patient with yourself and feeling love. Okay, all right, guys, mahalo, mahalo.